Hey guys, welcome to Ultimate Store Kit. In this widget tutorial, let's explore the Shiny Carousel widget, the perfect tool for creating attractive product carousels for your online shop. As you've learned, a product carousel is one of the most attention-grabbing layouts for e-commerce stores. The interface creatively displays products, highlighting the product's aspects and benefits to the users. The Shiny Carousel widget fulfills your desire to be more creative with your product carousel and hook users in one shot. Are you interested in exploring this amazing feature? All right, let's start digging in. To start, you can search and find the widget from the Elementor widget menu and drag it to your landing page and drop it. Once the widget is inserted, it will show the default appearance: product images, badges, categories, titles, and prices. Also, there's a second image as well as a rating and add to cart button. These are visible on hover. The options are to your left-hand side. From there, you can change the number of visible columns for the carousel. Then, if you like to add gaps between the items, the item gap option will help you do that easily. Not only that, you can also change the alignment of the content. It could be either on the sides or in the middle, according to your choice. And there's a dedicated option to control the on-screen product image resolution. So, you can feel free to change the resolution to suit your landing. Okay, so far so good. What about the content for the carousel? Can you choose and filter as you need? Of course you can. That's why the query section is here. In this section, you can do certain things like selecting the source of the carousel display, adjusting the display item limit, and filtering products in or out with tags, names, categories, etc. The filtering can be accessed with the include and exclude fields, the former one for filtering in, and the latter for filtering out, so you can choose by terms or authors to create the filters. Apart from that, there are several more options for customizing the display order and hiding products that don't have stock, display images, or a price tag. Next, if you want to control the display elements further, you can find more options within the additional section. Here, you can turn off the button to hide the title, category, rating, and price of the products. The options are segmented for content, badge, and action buttons, so you can switch between the subsections and modify them as per your preferences. The badge can display items for sale, discount percentages, stock status, and trending or new item tags. Also, you can define how long a new item tag will be displayed for newly listed products. For the action buttons, you can wishlist, compare, quick view, and add to cart. They usually appear on hover as action triggers. If you need to hide any of those, feel free to do so from this section. Now, what makes a carousel? Right, a proper navigation control. Yes, and that's exactly what you can find and customize for the Shiny Carousel as well. Under the navigation section, you can select a navigation type for the carousel. The option gives you a couple of choices, and you can even remove navigation as well, thanks to the devs for including that option. But for the record, you can choose single navigation or dual. It's all in there. Not only that, you can also change the position of the navigation to appear in your desired place over the display. Again, some navigation types have extra options as well. Like the dots navigation, you can turn it into dynamic bullets from the option, and you might as well show a scroll bar, your choice. What's more, there's a carousel settings section here that lets you customize the layout and animation properties. So you can switch between carousel and cover flow layouts anytime. Not to mention the latter has a unique way of content presentation. Then again, the options include autoplay button, autoplay speed customizer, pause on hover button, number of slides to scroll, and more. There are also grab cursor, loop, and animation speed options for you. And that's everything for the basic layout customizations. Now, what about the colors and other stuff? Do you get to customize more? Yes, you do, and that's why we saved the Style tab for later. Jumping into the Style tab, you will find more options tied to the appearance of the carousel. So, if you want, you can add a custom border to your products, as well as adjust the border radius, which means the corners of the item boxes. There's the padding option and a box shadow option in case you want to add dynamic shadows to your items. If you noticed, the default appearance has shadows. Again, you can apply border color and box shadow for hover effects separately. That'll make your content more interactive. And for the images, you will get a dedicated section for customization. Here you can change the image background color, or can also use another image to act as the background. There's also a border option available for images. Then you can also customize the border radius and padding. Note that images have their own box shadow configuration, so you can drop a shadow for the images directly. Additionally, the hover effect can have a dedicated background color, border type, radius, and box shadow, and so you can feel free to make the changes you need. Then next, if you want to customize the content part, there are options for you. Similar to some before, you get to customize background color, border, radius, and padding. But if you want to customize specific elements, the rest of the sections below provide that. So, feel free to customize the title for the carousel, starting with the color and hover color. You can also customize the font style with the typography option. Typography is a combination of font customizations such as font family, size, weight, spacing, decoration, etc. So take your time to make the font awesome. Then the category section houses some more options for you. There's a background color option here, so you may change to your preferred branding color. You may as well play with the border, radius, padding, and other options here. Of course, you can change the inner content spacing with the padding option, and even change outer spacing with the margin. But for the spacing between two category tags, need to use the space between the scroll bar. Here also you can configure typography. Then for hover, you may go with a color flip to add interactivity, just flipping the colors of the text and background, and you can check out the result instantly on the live preview. Next, for the price tag, you can change the color for regular and sale prices separately, as well as configure margin and typography. But for rating, you can customize the total color and active color, that'll do. The badge section, though, comes with more options. So here, you can configure the badge border, border radius, and padding simultaneously. Apart from the spacing adjustment, you can work on the typography as well. Then again, you will find badge text and background color options for different badges separately, so you can go over them and customize them according to your preferences. Next, the Add a Cart button can also be customized. So you can change the text color, background color, as well as borders or button height width here. Not only that, there are other options including typography as well. But you will also be able to customize the hover effect for the Add a Cart button. Then again, similar customizations can be found for the action buttons as well, so you can start customizing right away. However, for this part, the normal, hover, and active color options are available for the wishlist button, and normal and hover colors for the quick view button. Then what about the navigation? You may want to customize, and that's why the options are already provided. So you can change the navigation color, active color, border radius, height width, and offset properties. All these changes so far can generate unique product carousels for you, and that's done without even sweating. So, are you pumped for some action? Check out the shiny carousel for a fresh change on your online store right now. That's all for this video. Thanks for staying with Ultimate Store Kit. Please like and subscribe to this video and stay updated for more block tutorials. See you soon.